unless absolutely necessary, and an individual must be placed under arrest. These are precautions that were taken in the 1970s when police officers were ambushed and executed on a regular basis. The mayor's hands are literally dripping with our blood because of his words, actions, and policies, and we have, for the first time in a number of years, become a wartime police department. We will act accordingly. A third NYPD officer was almost gunned down in the Bronx this weekend by 17-year-old Raymond Leonardo. The offender was spotted with a weapon by police, aimed at the officer, and fired. Fortunately, Leonardo apparently had run out of ammunition. The teen had previously been firing at windows. Regina Sinsick, a gun control advocate and independent filmmaker, has made a gun control ad that encourages teens to do the worst thing they could do with a weapon: take it to school. The ad depicts a teen putting a weapon that may or may not be loaded in his backpack and then giving it to a teacher after class. The reality of such a scenario was pointed out by Bearing Arms. Quote, "In the real world, such an act would result in the boy facing numerous felony charges. Exact charges depend on state laws, possibly including weapons theft, unlawful possession of a weapon by a minor, illegal concealed carry of a weapon, carrying a weapon onto school property, assault, and brandishing. Sinsick's PSA could result in a rash of weapons making it into schools, with the potential for accidental harm coming to students increasing radically." This is Liz Harrison, and this has been your Vigilant Liberty Radio News from Independent Journal Review for Monday, December 22nd.
Okay, welcome back to the final half hour of the glitch-ridden Right Mics with Mike Miller and Michael Hausum. I understand that my brother from another mother is back on the line. Hopefully the reboot helped the connection. Michael, you there, brother?
I'm here, man. Can you hear me okay?
So far, you're sounding great.
Okay, that is good, man, because sounding great is what it's got to be. Sorry about that.
That's what it's all about, dude. Looking great, sounding great, Callie, the whole bit. But listen, we got to hit something because I cannot let this get away. It's just a little thing because we got a lot to try to work in less than 30 minutes. But this thing on Twitchy, Chris Matthews, Tingles Matthews, is at the White House Christmas party, and we all know why Chris has the nickname Tingles, making that comment several years back, and he hates being reminded of this, by the way, about when he watched Obama that particular night give a speech and how a tingle went up, a thrill went up his leg, right? So I sent you this, right? So you saw the picture. Dude, we got to put that picture up on the blog tonight when we talk about this segment, but first of all, just like kind of right off the bat, didn't you love the picture? I mean, it was so nice. The picture of him and his wife, along with Mooch and Barack. It was quite touching.
It's very, 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 very touching. I understand, though, is after Twitchy ran the story, he
well, no, don't go there yet.
Okay, sorry.
Don't. So here was his tweet along with the image. Kathleen and I were at the White House Christmas party on Tuesday. Here we are with the president and the first lady. So he puts the pic up. Well, as you've said multiple times, because you knowing what Twitter actually is, versus me, I have a vague concept of it. But the tweets blew up, right, following this tweet by him. Are you there?
Oh my God, dude, it's going in and out. Yeah, the numbers of people that literally, I mean, you look at the time, uh, he sent the tweet out, and then within like 15 minutes, there were dozens and dozens and dozens of these responses. Are so funny.
Dude, why don't these people being the left, why don't they learn that when they do this, that what's going to follow? Here's one. At Hardball Chris, I figured you would be standing next to the president with a hashtag thrill running up your leg. Who didn't
Oh,
see that one coming right out of the box, right?
yeah. I can actually see the thrill in your leg. Uh, I love Michelle Malkin's obviously
Oh
was the
wait,
best.
no, dude, no. Again, I hate to cut you off.
Sorry, I keep taking your thunder, man. You
Oh
go.
no, this is not thunder, but this is the apex of the reason to talk about this because the Michelle Malkin post, dude, we can only do it justice by singing it.
Okay, I'm happy to do that.
Are you with me on this?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
okay. Here's the note. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Just feel those lib legs jingling, ting ting tingling. Ooh,
too.
ooh.
Ting ting tingling too. Michelle
I love
Malkin
that.
is
Let's do that
so
one, dude. Let's
okay.
do that one more time.
All
Here we-
right, let me let me clear my throat and take a
Okay,
bigger breath.
me.
Okay, go. Those
Just
lib
feel those
legs
lib
jingling,
legs jingling, ting
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 tingle.
tingling too.
That
Ah,
how awesome is that?
oh my gosh. You know what? Somebody should actually pen an entire thing about a the feeling you would get on a sleigh ride together with you.
See, I think you're exactly right, and I think someone needs to finish the song. And
Oh,
incidentally, Housem and I being in our individual opulent studios, me in Indianapolis proper and Housem on the West Coast, since we can't look at each other and sync when we begin, yeah, we were a little bit off there. But Housem, somebody, if not us, needs to finish that song, dude.
oh my gosh, dude, that's so funny.
Anyway, we needed to get that in. What do you want
Now
to hear?
you gotta do the very that you gotta close it then. What ended up happening? What did
Oh, well,
tell the
yes, he
folks how he
immediately.
responded?
Yeah, that's the other one I cut you off on. Tingles deleted the tweet because he gets pissed off when he's asked in interviews about it. He's been getting pissed off for a year or more. So this had to just completely burn his ass.
Oh my gosh, because you know what? How fun. I'm at the Christmas party with the man that I love.
And then
That's
Michelle Malkin was just brilliant. I tell you what, when I first read that, and when I went back and read it several times, man, I could not stop laughing because that had to put the. I'm just guessing maybe that was the one. I hope to God he read it. That put him over the top, man.
oh my gosh. And I gotta think also that imagine how fun for Michelle Malkin, what she does for a living is she just sits there and there's all these people. There's Biden and Tingles and Rachel Maddow and Al Sharpton and Nancy Pelosi or whatever. So there's a slew. There's probably 15 people, maybe 25 or even 30, that they watch their Twitter accounts by the second, and they know that sometime today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but usually it's once a day from the whatever select few that they watch intently constantly. She just knows that there's going to be something that comes through that's going to be like, okay, this is going to break the internet again.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else? On the flip side, I think that Michelle Malkin, who she's in that category with man, it's kind of a small, really followed effective group. But Michelle Malkin, Ann Coulter, Rush Limbaugh, they love nothing better than to snarkily piss off Democrats. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my gosh. To just find something and wisely yet slowly and decidedly just lay the knife right on in there.
And twist it all the way in.
Now, are you on Michelle Malkin's email that so you get on her email distribution list that you get an email every day?
This will surprise the hell out of you. I hope you're sitting down so you don't fall and crack open your bald head. But I actually just started that, and I do follow her on that whatever Twitter thing is.
Yeah, that's called Twitter. But the thing that kills me, so she sends out every day, and it's just, folks, if you want to do it, go to michellemalkin.com. It's super duper easy. So then she sends the top, 3, 4, 5 stories that she's looking at for the day, and then some other stuff from other places that have been posted, and then they list her top tweets of the day, and I don't know if it's the one that she likes the most or whatever. But then at the very end, this is the best thing, is that she prints the hate tweet of the day about whatever the tweet was that was the worst thing that she got. And they're always just absolutely hilarious. Oh, by the way, Watson, Mike, I don't know if you saw this. He just accepted our challenge for the song.
He's going to write it?
Yeah, the tweet that I got just said this. Let me just pull it up real quick. I got the notification. Challenge accepted. Tingle song to arrive before Christmas. Tingles Matthews.
I love it. I love it. Incidentally, I first became aware of Michelle Malkin way back in the day. I wrote for a blog named Red County, which has since gone defunct for nefarious reasons. But Michelle wrote there as well, and I loved her snark from the beginning. Hey, listen, we have a caller. Jessica tells me nothing more than someone from Florida. Jessica, is our caller online?
Yes, his name is Sam.
Sam, welcome to the Right Mics. What's on your mind today?
Gentlemen, I just wanted to say I think your singing is lovely.
Well, welcome to the club.
It just warms my heart for all the Kwanzaa celebrations that you guys are having today. I just wanted to call and I wanted to ask you guys because I have a lot of friends on Facebook and on Twitter who are who were on the whole Michael Brown, Justice for Mike Brown, We Can't Breathe.
Right.
They were on all those, bandwagons. And I posted a status the other night on Facebook and basically asking all those people who, are on that bandwagon what they think of this. And I haven't gotten one tweet since Saturday or one reply back from anyone in the circle. So what's going on? Why do you think these people are all of a sudden dropping off the radar?
Michael, you want to take a first crack at that?
Because I think that it's absolutely coming back to bite them in the ass, is what I think.
Bingo.
Yep.
There's no question. I mean, like we said, it's kind of, if you paraphrase Jeremiah Wright, chicken's coming home to roost here. And I suspect, listen, I mean, the folks who just listen and chant, right? The nonsense about hands up, don't shoot. I mean, the people that protest, they have no idea what they're protesting about. You kind of separate that group. That's why you're hearing crickets, Sam, from that group. On the other hand, as we talked at the top of the show, the Al Sharptons and the NAACP and, the leftist rags and so forth, they couldn't wait to respond, to rush, to try to separate what happened in New York City with the movement. So I think you got a couple of different things going on there, but I suspect that, your question is relevant to the people who parrot what they hear. They have no idea what's going on, and they're going, damn, I'm going to kind of hide under the bed for a while with the dust bunnies until this blows over.
Right. Well, and to kind of echo your point, the other thing, I don't want to, sound kind of conspiratorial, but I knew that something like this was going to happen when this whole insane movement first started.
Listen, it doesn't have to be conspiratorial at all. It's the power of suggestion. When you have crowds in the street, who do we want? The cops. How do we want them? Dead. Who do we want? Darren Wilson. How do we want him? Dead. Burn this bitch down. Al Sharpton showing up in Ferguson. That's the kind of, it doesn't have anything to do with a conspiracy. I mean, that stuff has, I'm not going to say directly responsible, but that stuff incites at least people to, I got to get me a cop. I don't think there's any question about that.
Yeah, I mean, my I host a podcast too, and my producer and I were talking a couple weeks ago before this happened, and we, I asked him, I said, so